right back. So we're going 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Go to Sanctuary. Yeah, like, communication is like the most important thing for when you're living with somebody. You know, you've actually got to... And I recognize that this might be like... Is it mildly hypocritical that I sat there and waited for the dishwasher to be empty based off of the rules that she laid out a year and a half ago? Without saying, hey, it's your turn? Maybe, I don't know. $20. The important thing is, it's been a good, quiet week. Ooh, full magic off the pickle. That's a good thing to see. Arrows off of the tree pole. Oh, $5. Yeah, I'll take the money, sure. Little cash ain't bad. We're up to 50 now, which means if I find a 50 along the way, that'll be 100. Oh yeah, the lumberjacks. 10 arrows. I don't need to worry about that. The lumberjacks look terrible. They always look terrible. I'm not sure if they've got like a mustache going on or just a big doofy grin. It looks to me like a big doofy grin. Give me that heart. Yeah, I've always run under the assumption that it's a big doofy grin. Oh, a shield. Not bad to get one of those early on. Oh, I can't check the sword pedestal. I don't have any of the stuff for it. Oh, do you mean like just there was like a sword sticking out of the ground? The Lost Woods is peppered with fake master swords, which you can grab and throw at enemies in order to kill them. But it's fake, so less pressing. Yeah, like in the default game, you would grab it and it'd be like, you found it, the master sword. Wait, this can't be it. And then you just have this thing in your hands. Alright, banking on one of these chests having some bombs in it. Ooh, boomerang. Don't mind that. And there's the bombs I was looking for. And $1. And in here we have... jars. 10 arrows. Okay. If I find a bow, I'm all set for arrows at least. I don't know when I will find an enemy I can check stun prize on. But I have the boomerang, so I can stun enemies, so there's that at least. Oh god. Oh, I screwed that up. Ooh, red cane. A bottle? Okay. More bombs? And $5. Okay, we officially have enough money to talk to the bottle vendor, who gives us a heart piece. Perhaps not worth the money, but whatever. It's a check. If I didn't grab that, I would be wondering about it the whole time. So I'm not going to call it a wasted check or anything. More bombs. My god, they want me to be well prepared with bombs. Alright, we'll check down here. Oh, the lamp! You know what? I love to see early lamp. It means I can actually do all the dark rooms and shit that normally give me a little bit of trouble. And $20. We're back up to 26, which is not an amount of rupees I can buy anything with, but it's something. I still don't have a sword, so I can't quickly cut through those bushes, so we're going into the library through the front door. $20, inconsequential. I'm leaving $20 on the shelf. And the foot race is a sword. Okay, we're doing the foot race. Sometimes I blind check the foot race, sometimes I don't. This is one of the cases where I did not blind check, and it wound up being something that I'm going to get anyway, so sometimes it's worth looking, sometimes it's not. You never know. Like, basically, if this was something that I didn't want to pick up, it would be worth my time to look before coming over so that I wouldn't waste time going through the race. But since it's a sword, and I want that, I had to double back. It's a gamble. Every time, you know? But that is the name of the game, you know. Ooh, green bottle, okay. Oh, I hope your AC situation gets sorted. It's, not good. Lord knows I have not had working air conditioning for a while myself. Well, okay, we have air conditioning in the apartment. It's in the living room, which is not a room anybody lives in. So, it feels less than useful. Stun prize is $20. Oh, wow. I never checked the map yet. But also, I don't have the ability to do any dungeons yet. Hyrule Castle I will put off for now. I'm going to do South Shore checks first. There's still a bunch of stuff down there I could potentially find that would make it so that I don't need to do Hyrule Castle. Okay, we'll start with this one. I don't have a mirror yet, so no quick way to do this. Mirror or hookshot can, in theory, get you through this particular set of blocks a little bit quicker. Ow. Did not mean to bonk. But I have neither of those items. They're both very good to have. Hookshot is, honestly, my favorite item in the game for shovel. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, anybody who's seen the hookshot in action knows exactly why it is my favorite item. It's just, it's cool. Alright, that was a pretty clean mini Moldworm cave. I don't mind that. Oh, there's the bow. Okay. And there's my hookshot. The funny thing is, okay, so with the bow, I now have the ability to clear Eastern Palace, which is the one dungeon in the Light World I can see that is a pendant and not a crystal. So it's like the least pressing dungeon I could go to. But also the fact that I can full clear it means that it should be my next target. I don't know. We'll see what changes, depending on what I find in here. Master Sword. I don't love seeing that. I mean, I like getting the weapon upgrade, but, I have been trained basically by Saku into thinking that what finding Master Sword there means is it wants me to go fight Aghanim, and nobody wants to fight Aghanim. There we go. I'm gonna go check the hobo under the bridge. And then when I'm done with him, I'm going to activate the water walk that I have stored. And then I'll go up to Zora, and I will... Not to Zora. I will... Well, I may as well go look at Zora. Not him himself, because I don't have enough cash for him. But I'll see what's on the ledge. Basically, I want to get what's behind the waterfall. And I can only do that if I use the water walking and not the fake flippers. Okay, heart piece. The game forgot I had a water walk stored, so we will not be paying a visit to the cave. We will instead be swimming back. This is probably the least efficient way I could be doing this now that I think about it. I just need to look at the island over here and see what's up here. It's just $20. Okay, we're out. Swim time is over. Back to the home. Grab that. Do I want to bother with Agina? Kind of. I'm still calling this scout mode. We're still scouting things out. If Agina has something of use, that'll be great. And even if he doesn't, I can still see what's on the desert ledge. Which will be a piece of information that will be of benefit to me. Okay, fire rod. Okay. Officially worth it. Fire rod's a huge find. I don't mind saying, that is kind of a game changer sometimes. It's required for a few dungeons. And it's nice. It's a nice thing to get. And that's just $20. Okay. So the good news is, we know what we're doing. We're going to Eastern Palace. The bad news is, I don't know that anything is over there. My progress could be in the castle, for all I know. The back of escape, also. Yeah, God, yeah, there's so much stuff in the castle. But I like this better. Okay, 3 checks in here. 10 arrows, the flippers, and the book. Okay, do I call this a game changer? Because the book does give me access to Desert Palace, and Desert Palace is a crystal. And I'm already over here. I'm gonna do Eastern real quick. It's probably not the correct move, but it's the one I'm making. Yeah, there's a few items in here. It'll be fine. Now. There's the compass. Okay. Yeah, I hope not. If it's an option... Yeah, if it's an option, you could put, like, some clothes in the freezer, it'll cool you down for all of 30 seconds, so I don't actually know if it's a good idea. I've done it before. Doesn't help that bad. It doesn't help that much. And being like, it's very warm. Let me put some clothing in the freezer. And then, oh, you're going to sleep already? Fair enough. I will give you a shout tomorrow, Otto. Yeah, that's fair. You work very hard, so, you know. And you deal with a lot. The public sucks. Get some sleep. I'll give you a shout tomorrow. Hint tile says, unique item is in a sage's closet. Ooh. I don't have the big key yet, which means the big key is in the default spot. See, here's the thing, is I've been in both sage's closets at this point. And both of them had unique items. So, like, it's possible somebody would have gotten that hint and thought, oh, they're talking about Sahasrah's closet, obviously. Because he's got the book. But Agina had the fire rod. So, like, it's both of them. Alright, let's take some hits. Here's the big key. It is right. It's just like somebody could grab the book out of Sahasrah's closet on the way over here, and then not even realize that it also applies to the other one. Okay, our first item is $100. I hate it. Hey, there's my key. Will one of you guys drop a... No. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna jump in this pot real quick. I don't have a lot of health to play with, so I do need to be cautious. And yeah, it would be nice if I could just, like... Well, Okay, so here's the thing. 100 rupees is enough to buy a bottle. So, like, I don't know what the exchange rate is. No, I screwed that up. I screwed it up. There. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. But, like, think about it like this. Hang on. I'm finally getting this clean kill on these guys down. There's an audio cue, basically, if you pay attention to the background music, that tells you when to fire the first arrow. So I guess I got that. But yeah, so, like, right there, Link had to go into a ruin that was full of monsters that were trying to kill him. And he found $100, which might be the equivalent of $1. So... So I'm like, yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah, basically it feels, you know, maybe Link's adventures in tomb raiding are not as profitable as we might think. And this is the thing. I don't know. Maybe that bottle is... Maybe the bottle you buy is special. It could be a special bottle. You never know. Because you can also buy 10 bombs for 50 bucks. Now, I don't know what a bomb's price should be. But it feels like I shouldn't be able to get 20 bombs for the same price as a bottle. If it's a normal bottle. You know, just my thoughts. It's true. Maybe, hey, you know, maybe Hyrule just has an excessive number of bottles. Or bombs. Maybe they've got, like, just a ton of explosives manufacturing stuff. I should have checked the lamp with the bonk thing on it first, but we're over here now, so... There's the big key. But we're over here now, so I'm going to check this too. Okay. Ow. Did not expect to take a hit like that. It's fine. I have blue armor. My health is fine. Grab those arrows, though. I'm going to go on a limb and say... no, actually, I can't make that guarantee. I have the big key. There's one more item in this dungeon. And it's not that. Is it in the big chest, though? It was! Okay. Which means that the boss will have, you know... the map? Yeah, the boss will have the map. No! I do not care about the map one bit, but I need to go fight the boss anyway. And I remember that the desert ledge down there is just 20 bucks, so I don't care about that. I don't have the gloves. I can't complete this place. Oh no! Okay. Guess what that means? We're going to Hyrule Castle. It's true. Now I know that when I get there, I'll be able to just go directly to the boss area. Alright, so we're looking for gloves in Hyrule Castle. And failing that, I guess... I shouldn't be doing the front of the castle first. I should be doing escape first, but, you know, here we are. Sir. Alright, there's the map. You know what? Taking damage on the way down isn't such a bad idea. But now that I've said that, I'm not going to do it anymore. Basically, when I get to the end at Zelda's Cell, since I don't have the mirror, the fastest way to get out will be to do a death warp back to the front. Failing that, I guess I'll end up doing, health. Well, that would be cute. I even, you know, like the blue tunic would work too, even. God, I picked up health, which means back up to full hit points. The death warp is probably actually slower than just, like, saving and quitting. Red bottle. Okay. That was pointless. Back to the home. Yeah, Staxy Link would be adorable, I think. Hypna could put on the big Zelda dress. Or perhaps, the chic body stocking. You never know. Chic does not appear in this game, but, you know, it is a real good look. God, not one of those snakes dropped something. What the heck is going on? Alright, second shield. I bonked. So we're banking on the back of escape now. This room here. Right there. 3 chests. All items, I think. Hammer. Mushroom. Heart. Okay. Hammer is not Dark World access. I guess we're turning in the mushroom? God, we have the flippers too, so like actually going to the Zora ledge is in logic. Okay. I've changed my... Alright. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay. Stupid idea. I'm gonna go do Zora first. We'll see what's in the cave and what's on the Zora ledge. Actually, the fastest way to do that's over here. I have the flippers, I don't need to worry about doing a fake flipper. I will also use all of my magic. I have the hammer, I have the mushroom, I have the red cane. I can do a fake powder in Kakariko, and I can check the magic bat. It's not in logic, but I know how to do it, so I can possibly do some sequence breaking. And I have an empty bottle for this. There's my glove. There's my silver arrows. Jesus! Alright, that's just a B bottle. And since I'm in the area, let's check this out. Uh, 10 arrows. I don't need to worry about that. Okay, alright, Kakariko. That's what we were doing. God, GBC, that's, my brain is making that say Game Boy Classic. Do you mean like the old gray... Okay. Game Boy Color. Okay. In my brain, Game Boy Color is indistinguishable from regular Game Boy because they played the same games. It's just with slight difference. Okay, here we are. Alright, let's do this thing. I also still have the shovel. I never did the dig spot. Alright, Magic Bat, what do you got for me? You have... 20 bucks. Okay. God, I also always forget that there were more Zelda games for the Game Boy other than just Link's Awakening. The Game Boy Color era doesn't, like, feel distinct to me. Is that weird? I don't know, like, the mobile systems didn't really hook me. $20. Okay. Alright. Well, with the hammer, we sort of have Dark World access, but we also sort of don't. Although with... Alright. I'm gonna do the turn-in for the mushroom. And then I'll go up the mountain. I have the hook shot. I have the gloved. I have the lamp, so I can see in the dark. Even there is no reason to not go up the mountain. Take mushroom. Ow. Titan's Mitt. Holy shit. Okay, this changes one thing in my routing. Early Titan's Mitt. Very good. Wait, can I... Yeah, okay, there's a step up here. I'll get King's Tomb while I'm over here. This is some strange routing. $5. Yeah, my first console is slightly older than the Game Boy. I did have a Game Boy Color. It was in the, I believe the technical terminology is Atomic Purple. Yeah, my first console was good old Atari 2600. Would you give me full magic? No. Will you give me full magic? No. Okay. Oh, that's just... Okay. Alright, up we go. Out of my way. I wish the pickles had filled up my magic. Not that I need it. I'll get full magic off a Moldorm, actually. It's fine. Yeah, I had the Atari 2600. My parents picked it up back when the NES was a thing because they were like, well, video games are a thing that the kids are doing these days, but we don't want to pay for a whole new Nintendo, so here we go. $300. Ow. Alright, we're going up. Yeah, so we had a bunch of the old Atari games, and this was long after there was the, you know, the video game bust of, what, like the early 80s? $300 up there, too. Oh, same. Like, well, actually, I can't even say same. The first couple were secondhand, just because they were the ones that I didn't pay for myself. But, like, I pooled my money and picked up my own Nintendo 64 and PlayStation from, like, holiday cash, basically. And obviously, if I'm picking those up, you know, like, they were new at the time, so there wasn't really an option to pick them up secondhand. But the Super Nintendo that I had before then, which actually had, you know, my first exposure to Link to the Past here, was, that was secondhand. It came with a few games, one of which was something that I probably never would have played on my own. Not a very good game, but it's something that, like, holds up to me. Ooh, Moon Pearl. That's Dark World access. Right back? Okay. Yeah, I'll fill some airtime in the meantime, though. Set up for this bomb jump. Am I in the wrong place? No, I made it. Okay. Did not anticipate that. 50 bucks over there. Don't need to worry about that. Let's go do the Tower of Hera. Before I adventure down into the Spiral Cave, I will do the Tower of Hera. Because I have... Actually, before I do the Tower of Hera, I am going to do this. Ether tablet, give me your goods. 50 bucks. I tried to sneak a drink in there. It was very noticeable because I was just realized I was walking into something when I could move my head back to where I could see the screen. Alright, Crystal Dungeon, Tower of Hera. Big key right here. Hopefully that means I don't need to do the basement. Nobody likes doing Hera basement. That doesn't... Okay. Map. Okay. We are setting up for the Hera pot. And we have successfully Hera potted. And since we have the big key, I'm just going to jump in this hole here. Compass. Oh, small key. No! Some bombs requires a bomb. That could mean the Kakariko well. That honestly could be anything, but it's probably the Kakariko well. Alright, I didn't want to think about it, but I probably... Ah! Welcome back. Part of me was like, maybe I should use the hammer again. I managed to do it last week, but I don't want to. Speaking of things I don't want to do, I might have to do the basement. There's an item in there for sure. You don't know what it could be. It could be anything. It could be something very important. It could be the ice rod. It could be the flute. So we're going to find out. It could be the Dorito sword. I'll just hang out here. This is where I should have gotten my drink instead of ether tablet. Yes, as I was saying, so like, my Super Nintendo came used, and it had some games that I believe I've mostly sold at this point. You know, I fell for the whole EB sell your used games and get a small discount on some new games scheme that it sucked. Let me tell you how much that sucked. Not that I think I would particularly... Magic powder. Okay, well... Magic powder's not worthless. It's not as useful as it could be. Yeah, I don't think that I would necessarily regret not having Adventure Island anymore, but, or rather Super Adventure Island. But, yeah, those games would be worth so much more now. But also, if I was the sort of person to be hanging on to them for that long, I don't know that I would be willing to part with them at this point. I don't know. It's a difficult what-if scenario. The important thing is, you know, my Super Nintendo came with a bunch of used games. You know, Mario World, Mario Kart, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, the aforementioned Super Adventure Island, which is maybe considered a classic, but also it's not very good. It looks fine. Alright, a little bit of money. You know what? I have the Titan's mitts. I'm gonna check Dark World here too. Oh boy, Skullwoods and Thieves Town. The two dungeons that are easiest to get to in the Dark World, and they're both no. Alright. I don't need you, shop. But yeah, there's a... oh, right, it also came with Final Fantasy IV, which I still have. Dang it. I'm not good at that. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV, which, you know, its North American release was labeled Final Fantasy II. So over on my shelf right now is a copy of Final Fantasy II North America. But the RPG that my Super Nintendo came with, because secondhand, bombs, $50. All right, we're a little worthless here. The RPG that it came with is Inindo, Way of the Ninja, which is one of those, you know how Koei has just made a crap ton of like weird historical fiction-y type games? This is one of those. You play as a ninja from the province of Iga, who has survived an attack from the warlord Oda Nobunaga. And so, it wouldn't be a Koei game set in Japan without Nobunaga being there, right? So in this particular alternate history, dear God, there's nothing in here. In this particular alternate history, he has survived the attack on Hanaji Temple. Don't ask how. That's not important. Out of my way, you. And so, like, you have to play as a ninja, and you have to, like, adventure across Japan and gain the trust of the various, you know, feudal lords around the land. Okay, I have a red potion. This will be fine. And, yeah, you level up and you train as a ninja to get additional, like, you get ninja spells. If there's one thing Japan loves, it's ninjas being magic. Alright, we only have regular magic. I have not played... Dear God. Completely worthless. I have not played Ninja Gaiden, but I am familiar with it. Okay, alright, so we've done all of that. I guess we'll go to the Sanctuary. Figure out where I'm going. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is more like a side-scrolly action-y type thing, right? So, like, I know that you have various magical attacks with your ninja and that as well, and, God, that ninja's name is like Ryu or something like that? Ryu something with an H? Okay, so we have Dark World access. We have the ability to do 2 dungeons, which are both pendant dungeons. Let's see if this is worth my time. Oh boy, another heart piece. Okay. That is such a strange decision. That Ninja Gaiden is just arbitrarily set in the same universe as Dead or Alive, which I know is a fighting game, but, like, let's be real, it's more associated with being a beach volleyball game. I mean, I rented that game. It had a setting for extra tit bouncing. I couldn't even believe it. This has to be a small key. Yeah, like, so like the default Dead or Alive was already very bouncy, but then the fact that they just had like extra? God, yeah, the Leisure Suit Larry series, one of the more notorious point-and-click adventures. I am unfamiliar with the Man game, but I'm going to assume that it's based off of the Man show. Which means it's got Adam Carolla's Chud fingerprints all over it. That does sound about right. Let's be real, the Man show was not subtle. Speaking of not subtle, this is a stupid thing that I'm doing. Though I don't know what else to do. Like, I mean, sure, there's other things I can do, but this is... I always go the wrong way here. There are bound to be other dungeons that I could be doing instead of this. But until I find a mirror, I don't know. Also, things that could be of use is, you know, so this could be a pedestal seed. Let's not discount that possibility. If this is a pedestal seed, then I do need this pendant. Okay, 2 for 1. I'll take that. Full magic drop. Okay, we're in business. Okay, Mummy's dead. Let's get out of there. Ow. I don't need another key because I have one stored already. So we're gonna just go for the boss. Let's see how poorly this goes. Okay, you know what? In terms of moth fights, I've done much worse. 20 bucks. And the blue pendant. Not even the useful pendant. Theoretically. God, at this point, I'm only going to be behind somebody if they've decided to go do Aga. I do not have the mirror, so I can't visit the light world to find out what's on the pedestal. And the one chest that I didn't open is guaranteed to have the map. So I don't need to even open up the big chest. We are officially done in Skull Woods, and we have gained nothing but a blue pendant. It's okay, this happens sometimes. I don't have the cape, so there's no point in checking bumper ledge. And I don't have the mirror, so I can't check graveyard ledge either. So we're just going to go into town. Which should have been my first move. Unfortunately, it was not. Start with the chest game. Wow! It's true. And that's the whole thing, is that, like, even if you make this is the thing, is that, like, even if you make what is statistically the correct decision, you know, if you're, like, according to, like, the rules as laid out by the racers in order to maximize your chances of finding useful items, you could still, like, everything's random. It doesn't matter if you do the statistically likely thing. RNG is RNG. You know, if this is a pedestal seed, which I still don't know, dear God. Yeah, if this is a pedestal seed, I don't know if it is or not, but if it is, then, yeah, you might... All bets go out the window as soon as this is revealed that this is a pedestal. I'm gonna go do the dig game. Red rupees. Hey, Fier is here. Welcome on in, everybody. I am doing my weekly Link to the Past race. Randomizer. I'm digging because there's something important. We hope. No, there wasn't anything important. There was $20 buried in his yard. The $20 was not vital. I have opted to skip Thieves Town for the time being. Yeah, so this is the thing, is that the $20... So there was a whole lot of money buried in his yard. And then there was also, like, the main item that you were supposed to go there to find was just $20. So it's like, I've hidden $20 in my yard. Can you find it amongst all the $20 I've hidden? Like, I dug up at least $200 worth of rupees right there. So yeah, I am going to check Hype Cave. We call this Hype Cave because there are 5 items in it. So you get hype for going there. First thing I find, 300 bucks. Okay. Bombs, 50 bucks, 10 arrows, and the mirror. Okay. So, almost everything in Hype Cave sucked, but the mirror is a huge find. For the uninitiated in the game, the magic mirror lets you travel from the dark world to the light world. Without it, you are stuck in one or the other. I'll take that. Yeah! You know, if I find even one good item in Hype Cave, I'm happy with that. It's, we found some good things early on, and then we kind of hit a brick wall, and I made some poor decisions. I have beaten 2 out of the 3 pendant dungeons, and normally you don't want to do pendant dungeons if you don't need to. Oh, hello, Tuna. Tuna. Hello, Tuna. Welcome in. Reassigned persona. No more alpaca. Now albacore. Oh, good to see you. Yeah, I didn't do an announcement this week, so, like, I don't know. I was occupied up until, like, go time. I barely got, like... I was doing a little bit of graphic design before I jumped in here, and then I also was doing after I was done what I was doodling, I jumped into Warcraft as a little bit of warm up. I grinded out a level. Well, you know what? You obviously, yeah, you would have a lot of laundry to do right now because you just got through basically driving across the country, right? Or at least halfway across it. And like driving halfway across and then back is basically the whole way if you think about it. You just managed to drive the entire length of Canada without doing any of the French parts. Which, honestly, let's be honest with ourselves, that is the more enjoyable way to see the country, I think. I can only assume that the street signs in Quebec are slightly confusing for the Anglos. $20. I'm gonna need to go down here first. Oh, yes, the Joe Fresh brand socks. I have not partaken myself, but that is the brand that they sell at the superstore. Oh, Argyle socks. Yeah, that is a thing that happened. Yeah, I don't know, so, like, obviously, you know, Loblaws took a lot of heat for that, as well they should, because a bunch of people died. That's a bad thing to happen. But I'm also like, was this a situation, like, I don't think they built the factory, right? So, like, I don't know, like, were they, like, renting floor space or something? Obviously, you know, sweatshop labor is bad, don't do it. But that is also just clothes in general. Gone are the days when garments... Oh, God, what am I even saying? If you know the history of garment making, even in the Americas... The era of them being made by well-paid people who enjoy their jobs never existed. What was that famous factory where they like had their workers like chained to their desks and made them sew, and then a fire broke out and everybody burned to death because they were all chained to their desks? Yeah. I knew it was some sort of shirtwaist factory type thing. I didn't know the actual like name. Yeah, they locked all their doors too. Dear God. Yeah, that is a thing that happened. What, like the early 20th, late 19th century. You know, before anybody had labor rights. Do not have Big Key yet. Yeah, like, it was a big deal, of course. Yeah, history of labor unions. Remember that time a bunch of people died is basically a thing that comes up over and over and over in, the labor movement history. You know, what's that, that one famous Tumblr image set of, like, here is a 12-year-old miner coming home from a day at work, smoking a cigarette and holding a pistol. And it's like, people were just, they did whatever the fuck, didn't they? Oh, God. Okay, the big chest has an item in it. I'm gonna have to come back in after I get done shaving this eyeball. I'm forced to take a hit from the bug in the water. God, I never read the Pit Pony, but it's obviously, like, you know, relevant, being that we have a lot of coal mines in the province, or had. It's about a small pony that works in a mine. There we go. Ice Rod. Okay. Just imagine the Pit Pony gets, like, the black lung like Zoolander did from the one day of work he did in the mine. He just does the little cough. God, I love me some Devo. I cannot think of the band without remembering the Mark Mothersbaugh statement about Dare to Be Stupid, where he's like, I listened to it, and I got so mad because it's perfect. Alright, dipping back in there was not worth it. It was 20 bucks. Let's check the Bombos tablet. We're in the area. Let's do Bombos. And failing Bombos, God, we have a few options actually over here. I can do Ice Palace. I can do Palace of Darkness. Those are my two options over here. It's true. Oh, the flute! We love getting the flute. Yeah, fun fact. So there is a book, like a local book about you know, various things going on in the HRM, the Halifax Regional Municipality, called, I think it was called Along Coal Harbor Road, which, Fier, I don't know if you know Coal Harbor Road. It's what Portland Street turns into when you reach the intersection of Caldwell. Like, when you get to the end of where Dartmouth is and you reach, like, suburbs, you're suddenly on Coal Harbor Road. There you go. Yeah, Tona, you would know Coal Harbor Road. So there's a book called Along Coal Harbor Road, which is supposed to be like, you know, about the area and the people who live there and whatnot. And I'm in the book. There's a picture of me. Granted, I'm a baby, but, you know... yeah, it's because the family name in the area is like a thing. My family's been in the city since, like, you know, 1787. Gee, I wonder what happened to make people with the last name that I have come up to Canada in the late 1700s. Yeah, they're originally from Boston. So, you know, I guess I've got those loyalist roots. There you go. Oh, no, the Acadian expulsion would have been the other way around. Although, I do have Acadian on on that side of the family, too. So, it gets a little bit weird. But yeah, basically there's an elementary school that sort of bears my name. And the whole deal with that is that, like, the ancestor that I'm named after donated a bunch of land, and the school was built on it. And so that's why that happened. That's poor bomb placement on my part. Whatever. I'm pretty sure this has to be another small key, but I could be wrong. The big key! Never mind, I was wrong. Which means this is a small key. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm in the book. I'm like little baby sitting on my dad's motorcycle, posed at there's a farm. There's a farm museum in Cole Harbor, the Heritage Farm Museum, and they have a house that used to belong to my family. In fact, it was built by the dude from 1787. They like moved it to the museum for like, you know, educational purposes. Here's what a old-timey house would look like. That sort of thing. Yeah, it's old. Ah. Spiked twice. Dear me. I actually have a picture from like... Obviously, I didn't take this picture myself, but I have it on my computer. I'll share it in Discord later. Of the house just being driven down the road. Yeah, like, you know, when they just like lift up the home and they put it on the back of a big truck and they drive it down to where they need to relocate it to. They did that with it, so that's fun. Bless me for having the lamp. I can just go right in. Nope. Oh, I wound up getting hit anyway. Compass. But yeah, no, it's a fun little museum too. But because, you know, my father was like I don't want to say he was a well-known person in the area, but like he wasn't like political or anything. He's just somebody who a lot of people knew. And he's got like, you know, so they had him with his motorbike just posing in front of the old family home. And you know, that made it into the book. And obviously this picture wasn't like taken for the book. So like somebody did some digging. Ow. I'm glad I'm not the only one with books about this sort of thing. I don't actually own a copy of the book, but it's probably interesting stuff. Maybe I'll track it down sometime. I don't know. You know, local history. Yeah. We also have, you know, that's on my dad's side, is that we have, you know, that one bit of lineage going back to like 1787. But as mentioned, I also have Acadian roots, which are also on his side of the family. Wow. Well, see, here's the thing, is, like, I've always thought this is a strange thing about the Acadians, is, and I'm allowed to say this because I am, you know, part one. So, like, the flag, you know, we have the unofficial flag of Acadia that they fly these days. And it's the flag of modern-day France with a little star on it. And I'm like... that flag didn't exist during the actual Acadian period in Nova Scotia. Because, like, the modern French flag is modern. Obviously, you know? But, like, who came up with that? And, like, if the whole reason that they got expelled from the province is because they've refused to, like, swear loyalty to the British king, then, like, why would they not use a, you know, the flag of the Bourbon family? Really? There we go. Yeah, like the Quebec flag is straight up, this is the, you know, we have elements of the old French royal flag. I make sense of that. I mean, I assume that Bermuda and Ontario are both just flying variants of the Red Ensign, right? Yeah, that's... So there's a lot of places that have flags that just look like that. Give me item. Dear God, 20 bucks. It's getting a little bit weird. You know, admittedly at this point I do have, I think, almost everything I need to beat the game. You know, I'm gonna save and quit. I'm gonna save and quit. I'm gonna go to Kakariko. I'm gonna activate the flute. That's my pick for right now. Yes, we are setting up our send. God, I'm also curious about the tree, not the tree, I'm curious about the pedestal. Alright, here we go. Play the flute. National Anthem of Hyrule, here we are. The single best time to take a drink. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the woods and I'm gonna check the Master Sword pedestal. Because I am curious. What could even be in there, though? It could be one of the medallions. If it's one of the medallions, I need it. Ether. Ether is the one that I need. Turtle Rock is opened by Ether. I know that much. No. Okay, successfully dodged that guy. Yeah, if this is the Ether Medallion, then I need to go to Thieves Town. It's money! I've wasted time getting 2 pendants. Can I flute out of here? I can. Alright. Okay, here we go. Ice Palace. I'm in pretty good shape for Ice Palace. We're gonna chalk this, we're gonna chalk those 2, pedestal dungeons up to poor impulse control. Lamp is in Kakariko Tavern. That is very specific. Because, you know, this is... When you're playing a game you like and you get into the groove of things, you just sort of keep going, you know? This is a game that I like. I got into a dungeon, I'm like, yeah, I could clear this thing, no problem. Let's just do it. So I just did it. Be dead. Be dead. 10 arrows. Dear God! Okay. As per usual, I will point out that one strategy for beating this dungeon is to use the red cane, which I have, to bypass a wall in the room on the right, which I can do. Unfortunately, it breaks the rules of the league, so I will not be doing it. I hate these guys. They're officially on my shit list. What's the hint tile got for me? Cache is in Mimic Cave. Cache is in Mimic Cave. That is helpful information, actually. Means I know not to waste my time with Mimic Cave. Because I will be doing Turtle Rock. That room went pretty smoothly. Now let's set up for everybody's favorite, the Ice Palace Bomb Jump. I did that wrong, obviously. Dear God! I cannot find the right pixel. I think this is it. Yeah! It's the always favorite Ice Palace Bomb Jump. I could just do a compilation of me just wiping out into the pit. Penguin be dead. Okay. Did I find the big key? I have not yet found the big key. Okay. Well, it could be in this next chest. Let's find out. I'll kill these two ice guys here. Chest will appear. Small key. Alright. We're not done yet. Push this block. I am backtracking. Oh, the penguins? I have not played Faith, but those penguins are indeed weird looking, so I 100% believe it. Oh, the ice guys. Yeah, they are also little guys. Just little weird guys. Iced tea is just a heart. Oh, I encourage sending me gifts. I love getting gifts. Wait a minute. Ugh. Alright, I have... hint tile. What do you got for me, hint tile? Piece of art requires the hook shot. Oh, that means Hookshot Cave. I've been there already. I have it. Yeah, there's one more room I need to check in this dungeon. We're coming up on it now. 2 more rooms. 3, actually. We're counting today, people. Alright, so there's this chest here, which has the map. Okay. Then I go up these stairs, and there's another chest right here, which has a small key. Alright. Which means the room with the spike section in it has the big key. Give me a big key. Yep. I'll go through there. I'll run across here. I will get access to the big key chest by going through here. Bomb the floor. Okay. And you have the compass, which means the last actual item is on the boss, who I'm gonna go beat up right now. I just gotta go through here. Well, magic back is useful. I am going to use a good amount of my magic just shooting Cold Stare with Fire Rod. I do not have Bombos yet. I'm out of magic. Alright. We'll play it safe. There we go. The cape! Okay. The cape could be important. I never did check Bumper Cave. I need 3 more pendants. They are in Desert, Misery Mire, and Turtle Rock. Okay. My path is clear. I'm going to the Desert Palace. I'm also going to do Misery Mire and check the Mire area in general. I'm also going to spend some money. Give me blue potions. No empty bottles. Have a bee. Okay. You know, I like to be safe. I like to be safe. You know, we took, 30 seconds out of our busy schedule to just go over there and do that. I don't know if I can do Misery Mire yet. If it's Quake, I can do the dungeon. If it's not Quake, I can't do the dungeon. It's Bombos. Oh, God. Both Mire and Turtle Rock are locked behind Bombos. I should be so lucky as to find Bombos right here. Mire area typically has some progress in it, just like, you know, as a matter of habit. We'll see if that's the case here. The last possible spot for progress in the Mire area is over here in Checkerboard Cave. Checkerboard Cave is bombs. And while I am short on bombs, I'm not going through Checkerboard Cave to get bombs. Which means... Oh, that was so close to not being clipping anything. Come on. Let me have that. We're gonna go fight the Graboids. Depending on what the Graboids have, we might be able to just, you know, they might have Bombos. They might. I bonked. Dang it. If the... I don't think the Graboids will have anything useful. I think they'll just drop a crystal. I have both... Okay. I'm realizing right now there's a couple of things I haven't checked. If Bombos Medallion is on Pyramid Ledge, then that is like the basic thing to check when you get into the Dark World. Oopsie daisy, I haven't been there yet. We'll see what it looks like. Fire Rod, Fire Rod. This is another drink location. If you're quick. Ow. Yeah, I'll grab the big bomb. How about that? It's a map. Okay. I needed this crystal anyway. It's fine to come here and only get a map from the boss. I'm gonna buy the big bomb from the bomb shop in the Dark World. And then I will check the Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, it's so rude bosses having maps. I know where I'm going. I don't need that. Okay, so there will be 3 checks to make when we're in here. I will grab the big bomb. I'll also get out my hook shot. You may be asking yourself, Joe, why did you take that hit? Oh, that's an enemy. That's not even a real rock. So you can dash while you have the bomb following you, as long as somebody hits you first. Or if you hookshot to something. It's a little bit finicky, but you can pull it off and go a little bit quicker. Alright, I'll set this bomb here. We'll get 2 things from this area here. What do we have? Bombos! Okay, we can beat the game. Dear God. I'm curious. What's on the ledge? Oh! Yeah, we're in go mode now. So let's go beat the game. The 2 dungeons I need to beat. Oh, that's not where I want to be. Yeah, there's 2 dungeons that I need to beat. And can I please stop appearing inside of things? There we go. Yes, the 2 dungeons I need to beat both require bombos to get into. I'm going to start with Misery Mire, and then I will move on to Turtle Rock, because it makes more sense to finish off Turtle Rock and then go directly to Ganon's Tower. Oh, wait! I may be mistaken. I think... Yes, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Turtle Rock's pendant medallion requirement is ether, not bombos. Which means I am still short a medallion, which, admittedly, this dungeon does have items in it, so maybe I'll find it. Fairy. So we'll see what comes up in here. If we find ether in here, great. If we don't, we still have some other checks that I'm absolutely aware of. Graveyard Ledge, Bumper Cave, Catfish. I didn't check Catfish. Those are the main 3 that come to mind immediately. I haven't set foot in Thieves Town. Oh God, the temptation. I just found the big key. I am so sorely tempted to just beeline to the boss. But obviously that wouldn't serve me too well because I am still missing Ether Medallion. But at the same time, if I did just go beat the boss, then I'd be able to just go through and then just teleport out when I find what I'm looking for. Hard to say what's the best way to go. I even saw that thing spinning there, and I still walked into it. Dear God. And yeah, the boss might have it. That is a distinct possibility. God. It could even be on this chest. But that chest is just a small key. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Ugh, whatever, I'll go around. I don't want to screw around with that thing now that there's a fire snake in my face. Why am I going down here? There's nothing down there. I have the big key. I could check the big chest. I could, but it's clearly not what I'm up to right now. Instead, I'm making bad decisions. Sartaz just finished the race. Mirror shield. Didn't expect that. And the fact that somebody... Oh no, I can't even be like... I wanted to pull it... Well, somebody just finished the race, which means that it actually would make sense to get out of here quicker. But also, A, it's Sartaz, and also B, I did 2 pendant dungeons. So, like, my timing should not be an indication of anything. There's Taco also finishing right after Sartaz. They are usually pretty neck and neck. Heart piece. Okay, that item was a bust. We still have a map to find too. Oh, there's also an item over here. We're doing this. I go down through this door. Taco says GG. There's this chest here, which has the map. Okay. Finding the map there means the big chest definitely doesn't have the map. Although knowing my luck, it's probably a small key. I can never keep straight how many small keys... Yeah, small key. Alright. I can never keep straight how many small keys are in which dungeon. That one's for this door. Of course, what all this means is... I could have followed my gut and gone directly to the boss. No, come back. Yeah. It's fine. The boss will be pretty quick, and I will powder that guy. Ah. Well, so here's the thing, is the next dungeon, the only thing I need to get into the next dungeon is the final item. So, like, once I get the Ether Medallion, I'm just, like, zooming, I'm ready to go. So, like, when I get that, Turtle Rock will be just a speed run. You know, if I find myself in Turtle Rock opening random chests just for the shits and giggles, that'll be me being silly. Am I going to regret hitting that switch? No! In fact, it was the right move. Something came out of the door at me. I don't know what those little black balls that fly out of doors sometimes are, but they always freak me out because it's like, what's going on here? Why is the door just spitting orbs at me? Okay, so we want the silver arrows out so that we can just... Did I just shoot his lightning bolt with an arrow and it blocked it? I hate this guy. There we go. Eyeball. Bombos? Small key. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah. No matter how I sliced this dungeon, I was leaving without the necessary requirements to get into the next dungeon. Which does just mean I could have done it quicker. Oops-a-daisy. Okay. There's plenty of things I can do. I didn't even do smith chain. For all I know, the blacksmiths have the thing I'm looking for. It is possible. I did not do catfish. I'm going to loop catfish in with my next checks. Basically, I'm going to check Bumper Cave, I'm going to check Graveyard Ledge, and then I will go over and I will check Catfish, and then I'll use the mirror to check Zora. I will be absolutely kicking myself if it's in Thieves Town. Or, dear God, if it's like... It's also possible Sahasrahla just has it. And I need to show him the green pendant? If that's the situation, then we're going the very long way. Because I'm not entertaining the concept of doing another pendant dungeon until I'm like out of other options. You know what? I'll take that bomb. I already did King's Tomb, so I don't need to worry about that. Bomb for your wall. And this is Heart Piece. Alright. The hunt continues. Jump off that way. Ah! I tried to stun that guy. Didn't work. But yeah, I never bothered with Zora because I didn't have money. And then I found a bunch of money all in the same area, but by the time I found that money, I had other things to do. Okay, a rock for the catfish. Let's see what we got coming at us. Is it ether? It's $50. Let's go have words with another fish. I recall this being nothing I needed. 10 arrows, that's correct. I am missing arrows, but that's fine. I'm not missing enough arrows to make it worth picking up a 10 arrow item by going all the way around. $300 bucks. All right, King Zora has reimbursed me. slightly. Okay, well then, we are going to go to... we are going to think about our options for a moment. Kakariko. Smith Chain. I also couldn't check K45 because I didn't have the mirror at the time when I was going through there. So yeah, plenty of options. Hammer pegs. I didn't do hammer pegs. And of course there's Thieves' Town. I don't want to go into a dungeon. Don't make me do another dungeon. Alright, I'm going to need the mirror next. So I'm going to grab this frog. How did you even get back there, sir? The funny thing is, so the magic powder, the fake powder trick that I used didn't save me any time or anything. But, like, somebody could have been going through and gotten to here and been like, alright, they have everything they need, everything was pointing towards Magic Bat, and then Magic Bat just gives them, like, 20 bucks. By knocking that out early, I guess I got it out of the way early. Alright, chest, you're coming with me this far. It's true. Randomizers are fickle mistresses. Oh, full health. Okay, I'll grab that, sure. If it was a heart piece, I probably still would have grabbed it. I'm in chump mode at the moment. The purple chest follows the same rules as the big bomb, except I can jump off ledges with it. So thankfully there's that at least. Alright, so we'll mirror there. We'll leave our chest. We will have a look in Cave 45, which is 20 bucks. I don't want it. I'm stepping out. Purple chest. You know, there's no sense in making the rest of this trip in the Dark World, so I'm just gonna fly. $5. Okay. And the chest has health. Okay. It's not in Smith Chain, it's not in Cave 45. Alright, we're going to Kakariko, we're doing Thieves' Town. Oh. All my running around because I didn't want to do a dungeon. We're doing a dungeon. It's fine, it's Thieves' Town, it'll be pretty quick. I have all this health, I have all these items, I have the cape. With the cape, blind is such an easy fight. I have 3 bottles. We're in pretty good shape for this dungeon. It's just unfortunate that we have to do this dungeon. Big key. Swear to God, if it's in one of the first 4 chests, I am absolutely kicking myself. Metaphorically. Red mail? Okay. Armor's not bad. 2 more chests in the front area. Compass. And the final one is ether. We didn't need to do the dungeon after all, at least not the whole thing. We are now metaphorically kicking ourselves. Metaphorically. Alright, so we're headed up the mountain. We are good to clear Turtle Rock now. Dead rocks, please get out of my way. I believe this is the faster way to go. If things will stop bumping into my face. But yeah, no, that's, is that every item? Yeah, you know, I am glad that it wasn't at the end of the dungeon. If it was on Blind himself, or hell, if it was on Sahasrahla, then I would have, like, that would have been a bit longer. I think the only item I'm missing, I don't think I have the bug net. Yeah, no bug net. So I cannot catch fairies for bottles. Which is honestly fine. I have 2 blue potions in there anyway. I think... So, like, when I dipped into Eastern Palace and I did that dungeon, I'm pretty sure I got something of value in there, but I don't remember what. Like, I am absolutely playing the fool if it's the case that I went and did 2 pendant dungeons that awarded me nothing of use. And then the 3rd pendant dungeon, which was something I needed, I tried to put off. It's like the song says. There's no exception to the rule. And, you know, I have played the fool in this particular instance. As everybody is prone to every now and then. Those aren't the way the lyrics go, but you know, you can figure it out. Two small keys. Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm basically in a race to get to the end. With 3 other people. We'll see how I do. Mr. Bouncy Guy. Ugh. Well, you know what? That was a well-timed heart piece, at least. I'm over here trying to place blocks down so that I can, like, get some invincibility frames off the shifting up and down pegs, and, like, failing at that miserably. And then I just wind up, it doesn't matter that I took a bunch of hits, because I wind up finding full health right there. Funny how things work out sometimes. Oh, okay. Give me that key. There's the big key, which I needed. I see people do it this way sometimes, and I'm like, is this faster? I don't know. I just uncursed all those anti-fairies. That or cursed them. Maybe they prefer to be anti-fairies. They say, I get to be a jerk and bump into people and do damage. They hate it. Alright, we're gonna go straight through here. This could possibly not be a good idea. It might be that I need a small key. We'll find out. Right here. Compass. We need a small key. We're going back. Ow. This is one problem with trying to skip things in Turtle Rock, is sometimes you hit small keys and you're like, oh, I don't have that. Means I need to go this way, and then I need to go down, and I need to go around, and that means that the big key chest has a small key in it. I at least know not to do Mimic Cave. Because as established from a hint tile, Mimic Cave is money. And I have 884 rupees, I don't need more money. Small key. Predictable. The good news is I'm just running now. Oh. What am I doing? I don't need to hit that. I can just walk through. Okay. No! What am I... Okay, there we go. Step on that. Use hookshot to avoid some firebar hits. It's fine. And then we're through. If I ever get Leshy to try this game out, I'm going to be interested to see how they tackle that room. It is historically a pain in the butt. Bottle. 300 bucks. Small key. I know I said if I'm checking these spare chests, it's a waste of my time. And it was a waste of my time. But, you know. Oh, so we have somebody taking the third place. There we go. Setting up. Okay. So we're going to go fight Trinex now. We have our Dorito sword, so we are in good sword company for this. We want to start off with the Ice Rod. Kill the Firehead first. The Firehead is the least convenient of the heads, but it does come out first, so... Or the most convenient of the heads. Because the Ice Guy will freeze a section of floor. And make it slippery. And ice physics suck. There, now he's dead. Alright, Trinex, what do you got for me? A bug net? Actually, if it was going to be anything, it would have to be like... It's 20 bucks. Okay. You know, maybe, the bosses are definitely giving me trash this seed. There's no denying that. But what that does mean is that the things leading up to the bosses have been exciting-ish? Kind of? And with the use of the Dorito sword, I have the ability to actually hurt the Lionels. Which is nice, because they suck. Alright, opening up Ganon's tower. And in we go. The usual formula is to check this side first. Because there are 2 chests on the immediate vicinity, I will hookshot in the wrong direction. Alright, and then I check the other side, because that has another easily accessible chest. Dear God, my dashes are all off. Small key. We do need small keys, so that's important. Heck, we just saw what happens in a dungeon when you don't have the small keys you need. Pegmen get knocked. Okay, here we go. Small key. Heart piece. $50. Bug net. Okay, well, you know, that's, with the bug net found, that is all of the items. Ten arrows. Okay. It is possible to use a boomerang trick. Oh, there's Saku. Oh god, I'm gonna get last place, aren't I? It seems likely. $50. Okay. Yeah, I have every item now, I think. I even have all the bottles, I believe. The only thing I'm missing is a sword upgrade, which I don't really need. Big key, there we go. And small key. Alright. Tower ascent is beginning. Up we go. And speaking of towers, there is... I bonked the microphone. Speaking of towers, there's a movie. Eddie Murphy and Matthew Broderick and Ben Stiller? Yeah. Called Tower Heist. And it's better than it has any right to be because, like... Eddie Murphy's kind of washed up, and I don't know. It's got some old comedy in it, like old comedians at least. In terms of we've got the Eddie Murphy there, but more importantly is there's a guy who lives in the penthouse in a building, and it's called Tower Heist because they're planning on robbing him, and the guy who lives at the top of the tower. It is true, Ben Stiller, you know. He does... He really does hit above his weight limit, doesn't he? I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know. I have this impression of him where I'm like, eh. But now that I think about it, he's in a lot of movies I genuinely enjoy the heck out of. Wes Anderson put him in the Royal Tenenbaums. That dude's my favorite filmmaker. Yeah, Zoolander is great. Who doesn't like Zoolander? Nah. Let's powder this guy. I wouldn't be shocked if the second was lacking, because, like, the first one did seem very, like... Okay, this is to make up for the fact that my first Moldorm fight went very well. This is just me sucking. Okay, there we go. Moldorm dead. Let me out. Yeah, like, they didn't need to do a sequel. I understand why they did, but they waited a while to do that sequel, didn't they? Like, Zoolander 2 was, what, like, 10 years after the first one ended? Like, yeah. Yeah, that's weird. It's not as weird as the fact that they're making a sequel to Twister, but it is weird. I still can't believe they're making a sequel to Twister. And by making, I mean it's done. It's in theaters, like, tomorrow. Ah. Yeah, Zoolander had the staying power afforded by being, like, an internet meme. I have no explanation for Twisters. Ow. Like, you know what the sequel to Twister is that, like, should be the sequel, is the scientific research that they did is useful. Give me that key, just in case. Like, we don't need another Tornado franchise. We have Sharknado. That's enough. We don't need more Tornado franchise. It need not happen. There I go, opening chests that I don't need. Alright, Moldorm, get out of the corner. Yeah, that is probably right. Twisters is probably a climate change cash-in. Bombs! Okay. You need them, they're yours, my friend, if you've got the rupees. Okay, let's go kill the wizard. That was terrible. I should be ashamed. Oh my god. This is not going well. This one can't possibly be bad. Or, I can only land 2 hits. That one was okay. I'll take that, sure. Yeah, oh my god. Royal Tenenbaums is an interesting film. We could watch it sometime. It's good, but it is weird. It's like one of Wes Anderson's like first movies where he was like on everybody's like radar. Like, yeah. Bacon dates 1500 BC. Okay. Are you in fire bat mode yet, Ganon? Yes, you are. Let's get the cape out. I don't want to mess with bats. You're still on bat mode? He's still, he got a bat out. Oh my god. Ganon and these bats. We do gotta do Weird Al. Why am I switching to the bow? No. Okay, there we go. Ganon. Alright, that was my fault. There, now he's dead. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, Royal Tenenbaums is about a family where, like, the father has just, like, not been around. He's played by Gene Hackman. His kids are all, like, they're all, like, grown-up wonder children, basically. Oh, I gotta hit the done button. I'm done! 5th place. Go me. Yeah, so like his children are all like grown-up adult like wonder children. Like, you know, there's one kid who's been writing plays since she was like, you know, 6. They got another kid who's like a financial guru, just stuff like that. One was like a tennis star, and then there's like a neighbor kid that they sort of adopted, but not really adopted technically, but he was just always in the group. It's got Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, I want to say, was it Gwyneth Paltrow? It might have been Gwyneth Paltrow, and then Ben Stiller, and that's like the kids. Angelica Houston, always fabulous, plays the mother. Gene Hackman is the father, and there's another guy on the scene who I can't remember who plays him. But I remember thinking, like, he seemed like a weird choice. Oh god, this is gonna bug me. I'll have to look it up. They're called the Royal Tenenbaums because the family is called the Tenenbaums, and Gene Hackman's character's first name is Royal. And it's about him trying to get back in his family's life through, like, sketchy as fuck means, lying and shit, being kind of a scum guy, possibly because he's broke. Yeah, so it's a weird film. It's a Wes Anderson movie though, so it's, you know, it's quirky. And then we have our 6th place person finishing 2 minutes behind me. Alright, let's check the credits, see what we got. First sword, 5 minutes in. Flute, an hour. Mirror, almost an hour. 7 master sword kills, 7 tempered sword kills. Ooh, 1,011 damage, 2,700 magic used, 70 bonks, I bonked a lot. 14 save and quits, no deaths. I am happy to report I managed to avoid dying even once. Even the situation where it's like maybe it would have been faster to, you know, do a death warp, I opted not to. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy Wes Anderson's stuff. He's entertaining. You know, most of his movies are on Disney Plus, which means when I get out there, I could theoretically, if you've got a TV that can accept an HDMI thing, then I can hook up my Chromecast and stream to the TV. We'll see. But that is the... So I'm going to stop the recording because that's the end of the thing.